He's a great finisher. I think he's the best finisher in boxing. He's Joe Louis, he's Mike Tyson, he's Jack Dempsey. Three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. He's all of them.
Do you still watch boxing now? Are you still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I enjoy watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya Inoue,
amazing fight.
He's a good fighter.
He is an excellent finisher. He's the best boxer in my opinion. He's Mike Tyson and Joe Louis. He is Jack Dempsey. He is all three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. Do you still watch boxing now? If so, do you enjoy it? Because boxing is my passion, so that's why I enjoy watching it. Do you have a favorite fighter that's currently competing? If so, you've probably heard of Naoya Inoue, also known as the Monster, who is dominating the sport, leaving opponents and fans alike in awe. He is incredibly skilled and has the kind of power that could make a heavyweight. Everyone is asking the same question about Blush Inoue. How does he make it appear so simple?
Oh yeah, I like Naoya. Before he became, I teach him in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. And Naoya, if he's thinking to moving up in weight division, I hope that I can teach him and supervise his workout training, and we can do that.
So you want to train him?
I wanna train him and supervise his training, or if he wants to moving up to higher weight division.
What did you think about his last performance?
Huh?
What did you think about his last performance?
Oh, fantastic! It's a good performance. Fast, quick, strong.
Oh, I like Noah. I really taught him before he became you. Now, if he's thinking about moving up in weight, I hope to be able to teach and supervise his training and workouts. If he wants to do that, I want to train him and supervise his training. Why does a Noah instill fear in his opponents? It's not just his skill, it's the whole package. He has the power, speed, intelligence, and mental toughness to dominate anyone who steps into the ring with him. And then there's the psychological factor. What did you think of his last performance? Oh, that was amazing. He did a good job, and he was strong and quick. Even boxing legends who have been through the wars and know what it takes to succeed can't help but rave about him. Inoue isn't just a great fighter. He's a generational talent who's redefining what it means to dominate in boxing. As of right now, it doesn't seem like anyone has the tools to stop him. He's not just beating his opponents, he's making it look easy. Even the top contenders in his weight class seem like underdogs when matched against him. Fighters know they're up against a monster, not just a boxer. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are more than simply hype. They are acknowledging a fighter who is genuinely exceptional.
Inoue, Inoue deserves to be in a pound. Absolutely. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. But it's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to. You're supposed to take from the greats.
You know that Inoue deserves to be in a power P. I firmly believe that he is a fierce fighter and I will not take anything away from him. I also like him because I see that he takes a lot of my playbook stuff. But that's okay because those are boxes you're supposed to take from your boxing grades. Shawn Porter, a legend and former world champion, recently gave his thoughts on Naoya Inoue, and his laudatory remarks have only increased the excitement surrounding the Japanese hit. Fans and fighters alike have taken notice of Inoue's explosive rise, dominating performances, and dynamic style. But Porter was genuinely in awe of his performance in a recent bout. During his most recent bout, the former welterweight champion questioned Inoue's confidence, and even implied that he would become the next Manny Pacquiao, a fighter who crossed national boundaries and rose to fame as a boxing icon. Confidence is frequently what distinguishes great fighters from genuinely elite ones. When considering Inoue's strategy, Porter commented that it was evident that Inoue was at the top of his game and exuded confidence. He added that it was usually necessary to know the opponent was already broken down in order to execute such moves so early in a match. Porter also noticed that Inoue appeared to be completely unaware of his abilities and executed them with assurance and precision.
Now you know you're a bad boy.
Yep.
When you at the top of the, when you at the tippy top and you pulling that kind of stuff off this early, usually you want to know your opponent's broken down before you do those kind of those things. And I was like, yo, My man's confident. He know exactly what he's designed to do, and he's doing it.
You realize you're a bad boy now. What Porter was referring to was not only Inoue's technical skill, but also his ability to take calculated risks early in the fight rather than waiting to systematically break his opponent down. When you're at the top of the game and pulling that kind of stuff off this early, normally you want to know your opponent's broken down before you do those kinds of things. And I was like, yo, my man's confident. He knows exactly what he's designed to do when he's doing it. This type of mental toughness is uncommon in boxing. Having strength, speed, and ability is one thing.
I thought that between Isaac Cruz and Inoue, we might have the next foreign fighter for the second words, who could translate to the American audience. I do believe that is Inoue. I think Inoue is the next Manny Pacquiao. Not at that going all the way up the weight class and all that stuff, but someone who's extremely explosive, eye-catching, and also inviting to who he is as a fighter and as a person. Yeah. It could be him, so I'm looking forward to that.
But having the confidence to execute risky moves at the top level of competition is something else entirely. Sean Porter went one step farther than simply complimenting Inoue's self-assurance, speculating that he might become the next Manny Pacquiao in terms of both skill and the ability to captivate audiences around the world. Porter revealed his opinion that Isaac Cruz could be the next Manny Pacquiao and that they may have discovered the next foreign fighter who could connect with the American audience. End quote. Not necessarily in terms of advancing through several weight classes, but more as a fighter and a person who is extremely explosive, attractive, and enticing. I believed that between Isaac Cruz and Inoue, we might have the next foreign fighter who could translate Sega language for the American audience. In any case, I think Inoue is the next. I'm looking forward to that because in his prime, Inoue is a firecracker in the ring, his lightning. Instead of going all the way up the weight class and all that, Manny Pacquiao is someone who is extremely explosive, eye-catching, and inviting to who he is as a fighter and as a person. Fans are on the edge of their seats as opponents are left reeling by quick combinations and devastating power. Beyond his fighting style, Pacquiao's appeal stemmed from his relatability, humility, and approachability. Porter believes that Inoue possesses similar qualities, which could make him a global ambassador for boxing as well as a boxing star. While Inoue has already become a superstar in Japan, Paco was a warrior who united viewers from across the world. He appears to be following a similar path based on his electric performances and expanding fan base in the US. The potential of Naoya Inoue as the next Manny Pacquiao isn't just about boxing. He's also about his ability to connect with fans all over the world. He's explosive, calculated, and entertaining, a rare combination. He doesn't just win fights, he dominates them in spectacular fashion. Fans don't just watch his fights, they experience them. This is similar to Pacquiao, who, despite his dominance, is respectful and grounded outside the ring, making him an appealing figure for fans and a role model for aspiring fighters. International fighters have historically had significant obstacles when trying to break into the US market, but Inoue's ability to deliver exciting performances has already brought him reputation in the US. Porter's remarks highlight how effectively Inoue's persona and style appeal to a worldwide audience. It's not only about getting to the top, it's also about staying there. When a legend like Manny Pacquiao, an 8-division world champion and one of the greatest boxers of all time, was in his prime, Inoue has demonstrated that he is more than capable of conquering several weight divisions.
Do you still watch boxing now? Are you still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I enjoy watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian like Naoya
Inoue, amazing fighter.
He's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Just like Pacquiao did during his career. In a recent interview with former super middleweight champion Carl F., the boxing world praises a fighter that pay attention to. Paco expressed his respect for Naoya Inoue, calling him a fantastic fighter, and wished him further success in a variety of weight classes. During the interview, Carl Frosch asked Pacquiao whether he still followed boxing after retiring. Paco, whose career is synonymous with his passion for the sport, confirmed that his love for boxing remains strong. Paco's enduring enthusiasm for the sport isn't surprising despite stepping away from professional competition. His connection to boxing runs deep. He remains a fan, a mentor, and inspiration to fighters around the world. When asked if he had a favorite active fighter, the Filipino legend quickly named Naoya Inoue, praising his abilities and potential. Given Pacquiao's unmatched experience and his comprehension of what it takes to compete at the highest levels of the sport, These remarks carry a lot of weight. As boxing fans continue to debate potential matchups and pound-for-pound rankings, few comparisons generate as much excitement as the prospect of a showdown between Jant Tank
Just explain kind of what you think.
and Asan Lakich. He's a pretty good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish something in a different division. Do you still watch boxing now? Do you enjoy watching boxing? Yes, because boxing is my passion, which is why I enjoy watching it, Davis. And now you had the monster Inoue. While both fighters dominate their respective divisions with explosive styles, Gervonta Davis has been candid about his thoughts on Inoue's abilities and the possibility of a future fight between them in a recent interview. Davis was asked about his perspective on Inoue as a fighter, given their simultaneous rise in pound-for-pound rankings over the years. Davis acknowledged that he was a relatively new fan of Inoue, having started watching him only a couple of years ago. However, he expressed great admiration for Inoue's skill set, describing him as a fighter who possesses the complete package and emphasizing that Inoue is undoubtedly one of the most well-rounded fighters. This acknowledgement is significant, as Davis himself is regarded as one of the most complete fighters in boxing. For a fighter of his caliber to recognize Inoue as the whole package highlights the Japanese champion's exceptional technical prowess, power, and versatility. Just explain kind of what you think when asked about the possibility of facing Inoue in the ring. Davis expressed skepticism, downplaying the likelihood of such a matchup. He stated that he didn't see himself fighting in any way.
I like what's the guy from Japan?
Inoue?
Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catch weight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big for him. Yeah. But that fight would be like.
It's like a dream fight.
Yeah. Facts.